One thing that made it okay for me, and I can kind of, even though I hate it, I can kind of put this part aside. You know, I can kind of get over it. The one reason why is because of Bane. I love you, Bane, because Bane says he's like I forget exactly the correct words.
Impossible.
Yeah, I think that's what he says. He's like impossible. Like he's looking at Batman like, how the crap did you get here? Like he's just blown. Like what? That's exactly what I was feeling.
Yeah.
So thank you, Bane. Thank you, Bane. If it wasn't for Bane, anyway.
We would be like our minds would be blown.
So thank you, Christopher Nolan, for putting Bane in there to say that, because that just made it a little better. But anyway, that annoyed me. I know he's Batman, but just say it. Just say I'm Batman, and I'm good.
I'm Batman.
You know? Okay, but
I just remembered something. I'll bring it up after this.
okay, this is my last thing. I'll try not to get so excited like I did last time.
This will be my last thing as well.
But I just have to mention, there is no record of a John Blake. Is that his name?
Yeah, that's it.
There's no John Blake. Now, and I understand that not all these characters are based off the comics or anything like that.
Or exactly based.
But if you're gonna please the audience, please the audience that matters, the audience that really cares about, you know, comic books or like actual things making sense in movies and stuff. There is no John Blake in Batman that becomes a Robin, and there's certainly not
a Robin whose first name is Robin.
Whose first name is Robin, exactly.
It was Dick Grayson, people.
No. There's a lot of Robins. But when me and Ant searched all the other Robins up, we were looking at their real names.
Yeah.
I noted out that his name, Robin John Blake, is kind of a mixture of all the different real names of all the Robins into one name, including the name Robin.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But it would have been so much easier. Like, don't even use the name Dick Grayson. I mean, you wouldn't have to use that. You could use a different Robin name. And she could be like, oh, I like your real name, and then say it. And it's like, but throughout the whole movie, I forget the last name, but it wasn't Blake, it was Drake. There's a Robin named Tim Drake. Okay, he's like the second most popular Robin in all of Batman history. We have Dick Grayson and then Tim Drake. All you had to do was, instead of making his name Blake, make it Drake. And then at the end of the movie, he's going by John. She says, "Oh, I like your real name, Tim." Now, only the comic book fans would get that. Only they would be like, Tim Drake, oh my gosh, it's Robin. But we had to do that with the Avengers. Look at the guy at the end of the Avengers,
the red face.
The red face. Nobody knew who that was.
Well, real
except for true comic book Avenger fans. They were all freaking out. The rest of us were going, who the crap? But then what did we do? We looked it up. And gave the movie more views, gave some publicity to these websites we were looking up to find out who Thanos is. Why couldn't they do that with Tim Drake as Robin? But instead, what did she do? I like your real name, Robin. No, you're moron. Robin's name is not Robin. This proves the entire, thing about Robin. Like, the reason why his name is Robin is his code name. Robin. Yep. Just like Batman's code name is Batman. And Catwoman's Catwoman.
My name's Selena Kyle, but I also go by Catwoman. My first name is Catwoman Kyle.
I guess it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn. I'll get off my high horse, but oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, this was another thing that bothered me, just like the leg. Okay, so second fight between Bane and Batman.
Mm-hmm.
What does Batman start doing after he found out about the mouthpiece that Bane has? I'm gonna use these blades on my arm.
Okay.
And starts, just locating all the, parts. Okay. Their first fight, he could have easily had. He was missing every punch. He went to Bane. So why didn't they accidentally scratch the mouthpiece? And it's like, oh, hey, awesome! I can scratch those. and then Bane. I know what you're thinking. Well, if he did that, then Bane would have lost right then. No, they could have still kept Bane epic because sweet, I can scratch those things. No. And he could have grabbed his fist and just, beat the crap out of Batman, fixed it.
With his own fist.
Then in the second fight, when Batman came back, better, I guess, he could have done it again. And also, a thing was, they were fighting on stairs. There's a big difference between a bridge and stairs.
Yeah.
If Bane is backing up, he doesn't have time
Yeah.
to come back, block and then fix. He can't. I mean, I can't do three things
No.
at once.
I agree. So just some technical difficulties in the movie, some things that I'm just like, but I think that's it. That's all that was on the list of things to say.
Well, I mean,
So
can you see?
what? Yeah, I can see.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so that's about it. I think. Stu, you got anything else to add, or
No, I mean, I think
just what's your overall thought?
about the Batman trilogy, or just this
Just
movie?
that movie.
Just that movie. I thought the villain was the best part of it.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, Bane was absolutely the best part. He stole the show to me, just like Heath Ledger did in Dark Knight.
Definitely.
So he gives it an 8.
You gave it an 8. Okay.
One thing I remember, cops. People were complaining about the cops and their sewage for some reason, but I can't remember what their problem was. I can't remember.
I don't know, but you just made me think of another thing. When he's trying to get back to the city or whatever, I mean, not that, so let's just say he finds a ride to an airport and some guy just graciously gives him a ticket, he gets on a plane, he gets back to Gotham, then what? Again, no Batman suit, no car, no Alfred, no Morgan Freeman, I can't remember his name. Anyway, nothing,
Fox,
no
Fox,
friends,
Lucius
no
Fox.
Fox, there we
Lucius
go.
Fox.
And no friends, no money, no nothing. And they have the entire city completely barricaded, right? Completely just under their control. How does Batman, even if he makes it to Gotham, get back into Gotham?
Okay.
It's like, oh look, I got my entire army. Oh look, Batmobile.
He has suits, all over Gotham. That's one thing he did say.
I know, like, he does have secret places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
It's still...
yeah. Also, he's a master at stealth. So,
Yeah,
of course, he
yeah.
could get past the army enemies.
Okay. Well, still, getting back to Gotham is my worst.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Now, getting back to Gotham was a problem. Getting into Gotham,
I guess it's not as much
because
of a
it
problem.
was a bridge. There's a shadow.
Yeah.
He is dressed in all black.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Sorry. Anyways, I can't remember the thing about the cops. And either way, we'll probably find a way how it works once we, Anyways, my review of it, I guess I'll give it an 8, like Stewie. It was awesome. Loved it.
For me, I forgot about this earlier, but he had mentioned that his favorite Catwoman is who?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer, which I agree she did a great job. Insane, but she was good. Like, she was kind of creepy, but that's what Catwoman was supposed to be. But honestly, Anne Hathaway, for me, is now Catwoman. She did an amazing job.
And she did. I won't take anything away from her.
Yeah, I think Bane and Catwoman were the two things that made this movie for me. And you notice, I just want to mention this, you notice we're not talking about Batman much. I just wanted to mention that. I mean, it is his movie, he's the Dark Knight. I just feel...
It's just the same old thing.
For me, my favorite of the three is Batman Begins, because it is focused on Batman, and it's his beginning, it's how he trains and becomes Batman.
Yeah.
It's him actually being a superhero.
I think I like The Dark Knight just because of the protagonist-antagonist fight there.
Yeah.
Literally, those two, you got this insane person who just wants to watch the world burn, just like Bane did.
Yeah.
Joker has had no plan, which is I think why he's the coolest villain like ever, because he just spontaneously did crap.
And back to Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So anyway, but yeah. So but I liked the movie overall, and I thought as far as a movie goes, I mean, I know we dissected this thing like crazy, but as far as just watching the movie, enjoying the movie, I enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And honestly, it was so good. I mean, I was tempted to almost give it a perfect score, but I couldn't because of all the small little things that I was just like, why? Especially the Robin thing. Ooh, that is something I cannot forgive Christopher Nolan for. I give it a 9.5 though. It's not perfect, but I'm counting off half a point for all of these little things. And I know that sounds kind of crazy because I did get really dramatic earlier, so it probably shouldn't be that high, but it was. I think I think a lot of it has to do with the reason that we're talking about this right now. This is a movie we can really dissect and think about as far as not just a movie but in life as well, and it's just, it made you think. And it's fun. It was a fun movie.
Yeah.
So
the technical difficulties were like a positive and a negative at the same time because they make you more engaged into the movie.
exactly, I agree with that. So 9.5.
Okay.
I mean,
So we got 2 8s, a 9.5. We can't meet in the middle because that brings us to 9, 8.5. So are me and Stewie willing enough to bring it up to a 9 to meet you, or are you willing enough to bring it down to 8.5 to meet us?
we'll go to 8.5 because because we did talk a lot about the bad things anyway.
Okay.
So
So overall, 8.5.
8.5
Alright.
for fair
There you go.
reviews. That's about it. All right, we'll let you guys go. Hey, comment below. Let us know what you think about what we
Subscribe.
said. Subscribe.
Yeah.